And welcome back, one and all. Welcome back to Overclocked. Should we finish the game off? Well, we're going to try and finish the game off anyway. I'm not entirely sure if this last part's going to be one video or two.
So, Doc, how's it going?
Detective.
I was just thinking, we haven't seen you around. I was starting to get worried. I've been here since 7. We had a couple of divers in the harbor. And, what can I say? We found your wallet.
Wow, that's good news.
Yeah, and that's not all. There's a couple of other things. I tried to call you several times, but you never picked up.
I've only just been able to get the PDA working again.
Okay, so listen up, Doc. I've taken another look at the thing with the mental hospital.
So you believe me?
Now, a couple of new things have come up that I find interesting. And you will too, I imagine.
Tell me.
I had Jason go through the files again. Apparently, the hospital was supposed to have been shut down in the 70s. But then the plans were shelved for some kind of special program.
Those are your new findings? Dr. Young already told me something like that.
Whoa, hold it. So just where do you think the hospital gets its funding from?
From the health authority?
Wrong. The budget for special medicine is funded by the Defense Department. And your friend Dr. Young is also paid out of this budget.
So Young's on the Pentagon payroll as well.
That's it. You're working in a military establishment, Doc. So that explains why the NSA took your file.
I knew it. Young's been lying to me right from the beginning.
He's not allowed to tell you anything, Doc. We got this stuff from a file classified confidential. Jason used a few little, computer tricks.
I get it.
This has to be kept between us, okay?
So I've been put on this case by the Pentagon as well?
Sure looks that way.
The Army doesn't get rid of guys quite as fast as it looks. I never thought I'd end up on their payroll again. These kids must be some kind of serious security interest for them, but why is that?
That's what I'd like to know.
What do you reckon then, Detective? Why would they choose me to do this investigation? My Army career wasn't exactly...
The most exemplary, I heard.
You know that? Where from?
Jason. Sorry, Doc, but I had to check you out. It's my job.
So, who was it that attacked me yesterday?
Somebody doesn't like what you're doing. If the Pentagon's paying you, then it's not surprising that you may be getting involved with some real bad guys.
Great. You're really reassuring, you know that, Moretti? So what should I do now?
You carry on with what you're doing, Doc. Go over to Staten Island and get on with your investigations. Act normal, but just keep out of Young's way. And not a word to anybody about this, okay? I'm going back to the office. I'm going to take a closer look at just what kind of cases that hospital's been dealing with in the past few years. You look after yourself, okay?
I'm ready for anything.
Good. I'll meet you again, here, tonight, and we'll talk.
Can't we phone? I've got a meeting with my wife this evening.
I'd rather do it face to face. Just have your meeting then. I'll be here from 8. I'll wait for you.
Okay, till then.
Hey, what's going on back there?
Well, dear my God, someone actually believes Dave. And the police guy actually just disappeared into thin air, but we're not going to really discuss that. If I could have cries of hallelujah ringing out right now, I would, but I'll probably get copyright ID'd. Right, we need to grab the rope and the rubber dinghy, and we will find out right about now. Oh my lord, is that the rubber dinghy that one of the guys used to escape from in the bloody first part of the game?
So, ready.
Let's get it. Yes, nice boat pulling action there, Dave. Okay, and what is on the boat?
I'll tie it up first.
Well, when he's finished bloody blithering tying the boat up. Could it be? Oh no, we've just drawn it. Well, yeah, we can't investigate it. I thought we could. But either way, that is one of the guns that the guys had. Handy. We now have 2 pistols. Onward! You think this would be a great time for him to ring Moretti again, but it doesn't quite work like that. Now, the Doctor is not surprisingly going to be very surprised to see us, as he thinks we're dead.
Oh, Mr. McNamara, this is a surprise.
A surprise? How do you mean? After all, it's not my first day here.
Oh, yes, of course. I just thought that...
That I overslept?
Yes, exactly that. You overslept.
Well, a person can make mistakes.
So it would seem. Did you have a pleasant evening?
What do you mean?
That you're rested?
As you can see, I'm not so easy to knock over.
Young, what's taking so long?
David, one moment.
Oh, you've got a visitor. Is that the drugs rep? Has he forgotten something?
No. Listen, David. I'm afraid I have some unpleasant news.
Unpleasant? For me or for you?
For you, I'm afraid. A fax arrived this morning. You've been relieved of your duties, effective immediately.
Says who?
The health authority.
Ah. Can I see the fax?
It's not here.
Okay then. Well, that's not a problem. Because I'm ignoring the suspension until I see the printed evidence.
You're refusing? That's not how things work here, dear colleague. You're no longer entitled to the job. You don't seem to understand that you're not irreplaceable.
That's not for you to decide.
And neither for you. I'm going to initiate the necessary proceedings now.
Do what you feel is right. Now I know what I'm up against. If he comes back, and I won't be alone, it's gonna get pretty uncomfortable. I'd better take a look at the patients now.
Okay, let's summarise then. The hospital is in cohorts with whoever's running the bloody testing facility. Right. Patient number 1 is
What
first.
the hell's happened here? He's unconscious.
He is. Right, let's grab the sedative. And if we investigate it...
That's valicetinol, an extremely powerful sedative.
Okay. Now, because Dr. Young was quite surprised to see us, he's gone and left the cockpit open, and now that's where we're going to get the antidote.
Look at that. Me showing up shook him so much he left the cockpit unlocked.
Now, we need to basically give the antidote to every single bloody person in this place now. Okay, I think I need to use it on the medicine cabinet.
Valicetinol. 10 milliliters of echinotrin will work against that. I'll take enough for all of them with me. They'll be awake again in a few hours.
Okay, let's go. Let's reverse the effects. So yeah, the story does take a bit of a quick sort of spin. 1 minute it's all, oh, you know, we don't like you, bloody Dave.
That's it then.
And then it all suddenly goes into bloody murderers and conspiracy theories. Oh yeah, Cell 2's dead. Whoops, and no one's cleaned that up yet. God, so what sort of bloody facility are we running here?
I don't believe it.
Well, I bloody do.
Right then.
Okay, that's her done. So we want Cell 3 and Cell 5.
My God.
I don't know why it's so surprising. You know they've all been drugged.
Okay.
Okay, one more.
He's unconscious as well.
Why are you surprised?
Okay.
Right, now in theory, we go back to Cell 1.
Okay, now I just have to wait a short while.
Okay, there we go, it's now the afternoon. Cell 1.
Ah, you're awake again.
The doctor.
I know. He gave you something. All of you.
I feel awful.
I've injected you with an antidote. You'll feel better soon.
I'm scared. I don't want to go there.
Go where? What did Dr. Young say?
We're being moved to another hospital.
What? To which one? Did he tell you that?
Neurosurgery clinic, I think.
Neurosurgery? You sure?
Yeah, that's what he said. What'll they do with us there? Neurosurgery. That's where they open up your head, right?
That can't be right. I can't imagine that. You must have misheard him.
They're not going to operate on us, Doc, are they?
I wouldn't let them do that. I'll get you out of here. Listen, son, the way things are looking, I'm not going to be able to get in here much longer. We've got to finish this investigation. And then, you've got to get out of here. You remember what we talked about last time?
Yeah.
Good. Now, relax. We're almost there. It's vital that we make it.
Okay. Yeah.
Concentrate. And tell me what you see. Before you were in the kitchen, what happened?
Flashback time.
You're lost.
And there we go.
And that's it. Something happened to you guys when you were sitting at that computer. Something changed you. Oh, damn it, I've got to get out of here right now. I'll be back soon.
Okay, essentially that's a message from Dave's wife, so we need to go meet Kim. So it's pretty obvious that the actual games themselves are actually sparking off violent thoughts within the patients. So now we need to go all the way back to bloody the hotel to get to Central Park. When we come back to the hospital, we won't be able to get in as easy. And Central Park's this way. Okay, there she is. Cutscene. You've really got to question what Dave's actually expecting from this meeting. And this is another one of those cutscenes that have been rendered with some much superior engine. Well, I say much superior. Her hair doesn't exactly look great.
You're looking good.
Don't bother. It's over.
Come on. Let me at least...
No, it's too late.
Who is he?
I didn't want to come alone. You scare me. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Of course it's bloody Terry.
What are you doing here? Oh, I understand. Now you've worked it out real nice.
Oh, could this get any worse? The answer is of course yes.
I knew it, David. You're lost.
But that's not my gun! This is where he, like, draws out the other gun. This one's mine, and then shoots them.
Say, isn't that Mr. Flynn?
Good evening, sir.
Can I ask what all this is about? What are my cases doing out here?
Your room has been cleared, sir. On the instructions of the hotel management.
You're not serious.
I am sorry, sir.
So, where am I going to get a new room now?
Sir, I have my instructions.
Well, great, but this is not the end of it. You tell your boss that, okay? Can you tell me where I'm supposed to go with this stuff now? In this weather?
Shall I call you a cab?
No. Thank you, I'll manage.
As you wish. Goodbye, sir.
That's really great. And what am I supposed to do now?
Well, David, you need to get your bags. And then we need to head over to the Nighthawks to drop them off. What you may have sort of noticed from that cutscene as well is the limp syncing was well off. Well, that's because it was originally done in German, of course.
Doc, you leaving?
No, I'm not leaving.
So what's with the luggage?
I had a little, problem at the hotel.
Uh-huh. A drink?
Not now. Rendell, can I leave my bags here until I find a new place?
You're really worrying me. What did you do?
I don't know myself. I'm getting tired of all this, I can tell you. There are a couple of people who are really in deep shit.
Maybe you better give Riker his piece back, Doc.
No, I need it.
That doesn't sound good. What's with the bill?
How the hotel can sue me, I don't care anymore.
Your bill here with me.
Oh, listen, you'll get your money, Randall. I gotta go now.
So what's the plan? Doc, you're not gonna do anything stupid, are you?
Who knows?
Oh, more than likely it will be stupid. Right, we need to get back to the hospital, but, spoiler, they're not exactly going to let us in. Or not,
Oh, wait. Moretti will definitely be along soon.
Oh, hang on. I was about to say we need to head back to the hospital, but no. So, I'll do this. What happens if we try and ring Moretti? Is that
Nobody there.
his phone ringing? Oh, now why the hell can we hear his phone ring? Could he be in the dumpster? He's in the dumpster.
Okay. But... that... Oh, God. Oh, God. Quiet. Keep it down. Now I'm on my own. Okay, then. Let's do it.
Okay, now obviously, we're not going to tell anyone that his body's in there. Right, let's do this. Game face.
Mr. McNamara, I've been expecting you.
You have you?
Give me your keys, please. Your work here is finished.
We've already discussed this. I'm keeping the keys. I'm going to go and do my work now.
You're not going anywhere.
Step aside, Doctor.
Or what?
Or we're going to have a really big problem here.
You're threatening me? You don't seem to understand. Your time here is up. The patients are being moved to Washington, D.C. tomorrow morning.
Washington? Why haven't I been informed?
I'm informing you now. That should be enough.
To which clinic?
That's of no importance to you. We're waiting for a special transport unit which is arriving this evening. I must ask you to remain here until then so that the handover passes off as smoothly as possible. You'll have the opportunity then to discuss your dismissal. That should be very enlightening.
There'll be a representative from the authorities?
What can I say? There'll be somebody there who'll be able to rule on your case. Please stay on the premises until then. I've had the gates locked already.
We'll see about that. I'll be back soon.
Okay, so essentially we can no longer leave. They've trapped us in. However, we have this. We can use whichever gun we want, but we're going to use the good old Smith & Wesson.
Okay, Doctor. I'm back.
What the hell? Put that gun down at once.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I cannot accept what you're doing here. What you've planned.
Don't be ridiculous, David. You'll end up in jail.
I think it's more like you who's going to end up in jail.
You're so hopelessly naive, David. You'll see soon enough who you're going to be dealing with.
I hope so. I'd like you to move along to the cockpit, Doctor. You too tomorrow. And slowly.
What do you want to do? Shoot us?
If you're not going to cooperate, that could happen.
Fire away if you like. I've got nothing to lose.
Nor do I, Doctor. Believe me.
To the cockpit. Now. Sit on the chair.
And if I don't?
Sit down! You too, Tamara. And hands behind your backs.
You're not going to get away with this, David.
We'll see.
Oh, I think we will, because we also picked up this delightful sedative that you used earlier. Oh, if only like the rest of the game had been like this. I think that's the real bad thing. Like, Chapter 2 went on for far too long because they were doing lots of exposition and setting the scene. Whereas if it had been a bit more like all the other chapters, sort of a lot shorter, I think the game would have flowed a lot better. Right, so they're knocked out. We're going to go see Patient 1, and then, if I remember correctly, we should be able to go to the military base.
Ah, there you are at last. The doctor was here.
I know. Don't worry, he's not coming back.
Where is he?
He's... sleeping.
What if he wakes up again?
He's gonna sleep for 24 hours, son.
You doped him up?
Exactly. We'll be undisturbed. For quite a while. Listen, your fellow patients are still unconscious, but they'll wake up soon. We'll have another session now.
And then?
Then you're getting out of here immediately.
I don't have any clothes.
Doesn't matter. You're out of here right away.
Where to?
Doesn't matter where, just away from here.
But...
We'll discuss that in a minute. Now, let's get on with the session. You remember meeting up in the computer room, yes?
Yeah.
Think back to the time just before. I must know where you guys were and exactly what you were doing. What was running on the computers? What happened to you? Why were you there? And why was it you five?
I can't do it anymore, Doc. I'm scared.
I have to know. Please. Try.
Okay. There's this kitchen again.
Okay, here we go. Everything will be revealed.
Dear friends, thank you for coming. You know why you're here. Cyclops Industries has selected you to take part in their current project, which is a world's first. It was critical for us only to accept the brightest and most talented people, so you can be proud of yourselves. Being able to take part in the tests in our revolutionary program is an honor offered only to a very few people. No expense has been spared in making the setting for this test. An unusual, themed, and completely shielded environment. For a period of 1 week, you will remain completely undisturbed here in Fort Tilden. It's up to you when, how often, and for how long you test Goliath. Our only condition is that you follow the test through to its conclusion. Sufficient provisions have been supplied as well as beverages and all necessary equipment. You know that cell phones and other communication devices are forbidden. For your own security, the entire complex has CCTV surveillance. We will be on hand should any emergency arise, so please have no concerns about that. So, that's everything. Any questions? None? Very good. Then may I thank you all. Goliath is ready. Good luck.
And there we go.
It's a test, then. A test for some software? In Fort Tilden. That's on the peninsula, in the bay, right across from Manhattan.
Yeah, right. That's where we were.
And this man? What's the name of his company?
I can't remember anymore.
But this program that you were all using, that seems familiar to me. Come on, let's finish. You guys have to get out of here.
I don't know if I can.
You've got to. Come on, come on! Okay. There's no way you guys can stay here. I'm going to let you go. Make sure that you make it through. The best thing for you is to split up and hide for a few days.
What you gonna do?
I'm going across to Fort Tilden.
Don't do it, Doctor. They'll kill you.
Don't worry about me. Take care, guys.
Where we gonna meet you?
There's a bar on Rivington Street. It's called the Nighthawk. Let's meet up there in a few days. Tell the bartender that the doc sent you. Let's get going. Good luck.
And there we go then. Pretty much everything that we guessed like 2 chapters ago about the story was indeed correct. It's all a bloody experiment, etc, etc. Right, I need to get onto the dinghy if I can bloody... Come on. Show me the thing. This is where it's not going to let me actually get onto the dinghy, is it? For the sake of argument, as it's not letting me do it. Is Moretti still in the can? Yes! I do like the face they've given him as well. Very artistic. Oh, there we go. There's the door for the pier. Alright, let's set sail. Dave's gonna row all the way there. In this weather, you may be asking? Yes. We're not going to be keeping all our inventory items. Because of that. Convenient that every single thing would fall out of his pockets, but oh well. And it does sort of make Dave look like a right badass doing this as well.
Whoa. That was close.
I've lost all my stuff. PDA's gone too, with all my recordings. Oh, bummer. All my recordings gone.
Of all the words to use, I wouldn't have expected bummer. Okay, I think I am actually going to split this up into 2 videos, so join me next time for the gripping conclusion. Cheers to watching. Ta-ta for now.